Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 3 of this Hockey Legacy Manager 24 Pittsburgh Penguins rebuild here on my channel. Today we're going to be getting into the 2025-26 season. I guess it's actually going to be mostly the 2026-27 season, but it will be 25-26. So we're getting to pretty much just contract re-signing, building out this team a little bit further, starting to actually transition more so into rebuild, because last episode we really didn't make it very far. We finished bottom of the Metropolitan, which is not great. We did finish 31st in the league, so second last, which, we ended up with Malcolm Spence. If you guys missed that episode, I would recommend you go and check it out. But yeah, we ended up with the 4th pick. We would have had the 1st and the 4th pick if it wasn't for a little draft condition that the Calgary Flames kind of sneaked into the Jake Gensel deal, snuck into the Jake Gensel deal, bad English. But we definitely paid for that because we could have had Michael Misa and Malcolm Spence, which would have been a very deadly duo in the future, potentially on the power play. But as of right now, we're just going to work our way through re-signing all of these players. Most of these guys are kind of getting up there in age, and we are going to have to pay them for just like 1 or 2 more seasons to kind of keep our roster full more than anything. That's kind of what a lot of these signings are. Isaac Beliveau actually looks pretty decent, so he's one of those players I went and added a face to. I've been kind of doing that just off camera in between episodes when I actually notice players are missing faces and things like that. But at the current moment, our team isn't looking super great, to be completely honest. We have a couple pieces here and there that are starting to look good. Guys like Jerry Koskiranta, as you can see right here, Malcolm Spence, Braden Yeager, who's actually in the lineup already. We do have a good chunk of our defense kind of filled out as far as prospects being drafted. We did potentially get our future starter here in Derek McLaughlin. McLaughlin? I'm going to say McLaughlin, probably. How do you guys pronounce that? Let me know in the comments, because I just cannot say it properly. But yeah, we've done pretty decent in the recent drafts. We haven't done anything crazy in those last couple drafts. Like, we haven't won a lottery. We haven't gotten our new franchise player or anybody like that. Looks like everybody but Nieto signed, so I will just offer him a quick contract. And then Koskiranta, he was actually really good last season here over in the DEL. He had 91 points in just 56 games, 1.63 points per game. Also, he currently wears number 2, which, we can leave it. We can leave number 2, but honestly, number 2 looks kind of weird on a forward too, apart from, Will Smith has the style to pull it off. I don't know if Jerry Koskiranta actually does or not, but you guys let me know again in the comments too if you think we should just leave Koskiranta, let him wear whatever number he wants. Holy, Matt Nieto, are you going to sign? There we go. Okay. So we've got 45 out of 50 contracts signed, so now we're just going to go back to the office, simulate ahead to free agency. We're going to make this pretty snappy overall because, again, there's not really a whole lot we need to do. We could go and try to improve our defense, but at the same time, our team is trending downwards, which, take that as you will, but really I think what it means is we're just kind of playing out Sid's last days as long as he wants to stay here. This guy looks okay. Steven Sardarian? Yeah. Buffalo draft pick in 2021. I've honestly never heard of the guy before, so we're not really going to pursue him. Scott Morrow actually might not be a horrible sign-in. He's out of Connecticut, so actually not super far away from Pittsburgh. He's a guy I might actually look into, because I've seen him turn out to be really good in the past. So yeah, maybe let's just offer Scott Morrow a deal, and then apart from that, I'm not really super concerned about free agency. So yeah, we'll do Scott Morrow, offer him whatever. He's an unrestricted free agent, funny enough, so as we simulate ahead, we'll get Scott Morrow. Great, easy peasy. That's literally it for what we're doing for free agency. We don't need to make a whole ton of moves this year, and now we can just simulate ahead to the next season. So Chris Tanev finally gets off his 8-month injury or whatever it was, something crazy like that. But yeah, our team definitely was not very good, unfortunately. So, ooh, that is way too far into the future, Washington. If you want to pick up Pierre-Olivier Joseph off of us, you got to offer us a first rounder like in the next 2 years. So try again. We'll see if we get another deal like that. If we do, I might actually accept it because yeah, first rounder for Matthew or Pierre-Olivier Joseph would be great. I always want to say Matthew because it's the easier name, but Pierre-Olivier is the actually older brother, I believe, of the two. I might be wrong, but anyways, actually it's probably incorrect. He's probably the younger brother. So this season, our team is looking pretty meh. Oh no, Braden Yeager lost a potential. So that's the thing, is in this game, it's very easy for players to lose potential. If we go and look at player development, you guys will see it in just a minute. Yeah. Big old -1 difference on the actual potential there. Same with like Philip Hollander. We did get a +1 on Perrietta, but like Steven Tran even, he hasn't even, we just drafted the guy. Like he hasn't even been around for that long. We drafted him in 2024. Okay, fair enough, but he didn't grow, so then he dropped potential. So yeah, that does tend to happen from time to time, unfortunately. So looking at our actual lineup overall, Malcolm Spence only went up 2 overall. That's not great. Usually top prospects can grow as much as like 3 to like 7 overall in the offseason, and unfortunately that didn't really happen. So, obviously it'd be great to land Gavin McKenna this year because he is looking like a potential franchise player. Koski Ranta's up to 82. We got to sign him and put him in the NHL. Like, just there's no other option there. He's playing so well, developing so well right now that even if we're going to lose a bunch of games, I think NHL Action is the best place to have him simply for his development. Again, even if we're losing all the time. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. As you can see, Michael Misa hit like an 83. James Hagen's hit an 81. Spence isn't bad. He's up there, but like this Bisect guy got up to an 81 too. Again, just sometimes players develop extremely well. LJ Mooney looks absolutely lethal at 78 already for a 12th overall pick, playing him alongside Bedard. No, thank you. I don't want to play against that Chicago team. But yeah, that is the current state. Wow, Detroit. Great drafting. I gotta say, Detroit has done very good with their draft picks recently. Us, on the other hand, we could have been better. Oh my god, McLaughlin just grew so much. I didn't even realize that. How did I miss that? McLaughlin's up to a 76. He grew 7 overall. Or 8? Something like that. Yeah, he's 76 overall now, so he's like right... Yeah, +7. That's crazy. Alright, so hopefully Derek McLaughlin's the real deal because he's a 6'5" goaltender, which would be great for the rebuild and, eventually trying to win a Stanley Cup with the new group that we're pushing here. But let's first go to our contract. Sign Jerry Koski-Ranta because he is obviously NHL ready. And then we'll simulate a day, get our lineup sorted out because then Jerry actually shows up in the lineup. And yeah, that McLaughlin growth is absolutely massive for the future success of this team. I would love to see Malcolm Spence grow more in the regular season. But we'll see what happens because he is going to be playing in Erie for yet another season. And yeah, Koski-Ranta slots in right on the third line, which is perfect for where he needs to play right now. I'm really hoping we can try to get him up to a top 6 potential eventually, because then he could slot in second line center, which Braden Yeager, who I thought was going to be our second line center, has dropped potential, which is not ideal at all. So, looking at this lineup currently, maybe we throw Besser on the top line, and then that's pretty much it. I really don't see the need to make too many changes here. I'm actually fairly happy with how the lineup's currently set. And if we look at potential, Gruden could be on over Achari maybe. But apart from that, I don't really see too much of a need to adjust and change a bunch of things. So as we continue on to the defense, again, the defense could be better. It's probably going to be it's not going to be horrendous, but it's not going to be good. That's for sure. So yeah, that's what we'll stick with. I guess Chad Riedel ends up as the 7th D for now. And then in goal, we still got Jari Blomqvist making his way up at 23 years old. He's honestly looking pretty good, so I think we're going to split those guys a little bit closer to like 70-ish%. Jari should get most of the games. Yeah, we'll put it right in the middle for now. And then extra units. We're going to make sure we get Koski Rantas some play time because he's one of the few guys that actually has potential in our team still. So yeah, let's throw him in at center. And then apart from that, I don't see a need to really change too much else. All right, that's our lineup for this upcoming season. So we're going to start simulating. We have like $18 million in cap space or something. Fortunately, in this game, unlike NHL, you don't get cap penalties if you're like way under the cap, which is massive as far as how much of an effect that has in the long-term sim. But as far as the regular season goes, how are we going to do? We start off by winning. All right, we're doing okay. We're doing just fine. Freddie Anderson somehow gets waived by Buffalo. Alec Nedeljkovic gets claimed by Columbus. Ugh, that's not great. Fortunately, we didn't have any injuries this year. We're not trading Marcus Pettersson. And okay, heading into this season, we're currently sitting with 85 offense, 85 defense, and 84 goaltending. So we'll see how it goes. What is Koski Ranta's number? 20. Okay. See, 20 actually seems kind of normal for a forward. I don't really want to give him anything lower than that. Like 22 would be cool, except Samuel Poulin's already wearing that. So, all right, we'll stick him with 20 for the first season. He's the only new kind of player in the team. Everything else has stayed pretty much identical or the same. So let's simulate on. So the first season, we immediately lose Chris Tanev for 12 days. He is like injury prone. I have not seen a player that injury prone in a while. Wow, we haven't won a game 4 in. There we go. Okay, we finally won 2 games, but it was games like 5 and 6 of the season. So yeah, that's not ideal. All right, best lines this. We'll throw Tanev back in there. Yeah, we're in for another rough season here, I'm pretty sure, just based on how the simulation started there. So we'll see. We'll see if we like win a whole bunch of games and end up way further up the standings. Currently in 25th with a 3-4-2 record. Yeah, it's not looking particularly great. We lose Malkin for 8 days with a concussion. Raquel as well gets injured. I didn't even see what that was for. Isaac Beliveau. Wow, we're not in shambles, but we're definitely getting injured a lot. And they put Malkin up on the first line, which makes no sense. Quality, guys. Real quality. Oh, we lost Tyler Seguin as well. Great. Okay, so as we continue on here, we're in 10th place now. We're 9-6-2. We won a whole bunch of games in a row. And, all right, Raquel's back. Sweet. Best line's that. Get him back on the top line where he belongs. And back to the calendar. All right, so as we continue on, we drop right back to 26th place. Oh my goodness. The fluctuation in standings is hilarious. Like, we go from, like, 32nd to 10th to 25th. It's like, where's the consistency? There is no consistency in this league, apparently, apart from Sidney Crosby, who's, like, just scoring at a rapid rate still. So, Rem Pitlick apparently is back from injury. Josh Gruden. He's going to end up scratched if I don't do something here, so we'll go there, put him in at center, and all right. Yeah, Sid's got 36 points in 28 games. Like, he is just a machine. I think he is already ahead of Mario Lemieux for all-time Penguins scoring, but yeah, we're second last in the Metro behind none other than Philadelphia right now. And all right, continue on losing. 25th place. Okay, that's not horrible, but not great. I did just best lines Tyler Seguin by accident, which he just immediately got injured again. And we're down to 28th now, below the Philadelphia Flyers. That's bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's kind of also where we're half expecting to be. Look at Koski-Ranta, man. He's only got 12 points, but yeah, at 19 years old, he's gonna be good. Like, he's up to 84 already. That's crazy. Expect big things from Jerry Koski-Ranta. That's all I can say, because he has turned out way better than I initially or ever really expected. Scott Morrow makes it into the NHL. Poor guy. Well, at least poor guy on this team anyways. We're going to lock him in there for now because why not? And Joel Blomqvist. Actually, he's not looking that bad either. Yeah, 874. Not great, but it's the Penguins. They can't really defend that well. We all know this. So, yeah. As far as other prospects go here, any chance? Wow, Gavin McKenna's dropped below Ryan Rubrick. That's interesting for sure. Okay, we definitely are in the market for a new playmaker in our top six because right now we have Malcolm Spence already. I mean, Jerry Koski-Ranta could be that guy. If he keeps trending in the direction he has so far, then keep an eye out for him. But apart from that, still there's a lot of opportunity for us to try and pick up another playmaker that would probably fit our team better. Obviously, again, that guy would be Gavin McKenna if we get the opportunity. But if we don't get the opportunity, then what can you say, right? Like, we're not quite in the bottom end of the draft lottery, but you never know. We might end up winning. Actually, yeah, we are bottom end. We're 31st now, so all right, let's continue the sim, see just how brutal the Penguins are actually going to be. And I apologize to all the Pittsburgh fans that let's call this premeditated therapy because you're going to go through this at some point in your life as far as Pittsburgh really being bad, not just like, okay, we were bad for like 6-7 years-ish, but we got Sidney Crosby, so there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. If we don't get Gavin McKenna, then it's kind of going to be a different situation than the Crosby scenario. So we'll see what happens, but I do apologize in advance to all of you Penguins fans that are watching this series. Please stick with us. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel eventually. It's just, it might take a couple seasons, so fingers crossed that you actually stay tuned in and don't just click off the video. Okay, so Braden Yeager got injured. We're starting to win. No, we're not. We're sitting right around that bottom of the league. We're definitely bottom feeders here in Pittsburgh now in 2026. Isaac Beliveau is looking okay, actually. He gets healthy, so that's a good start. And, all right, continue on. All right. Oh, we're actually at the trade deadline. I didn't even realize that. So we're 27th place. How's our team looking? Whoa, Jerry, my dude. I love the name Jerry, and it's honestly you could say it's Yeri because it's Finnish, but no, we're calling him Jerry. Absolutely, we're calling him Jerry because we're in North America. So Jerry Koski-Ranta has currently got, what's he doing? 25 points. That's not actually that bad for a rookie. So I am splendidly surprised with how good he is developing. Apart from that, oh my God, let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We're getting absolutely phenomenal player growth. I mean, yes, Koski-Ranta's up by 7, which is great. But how about plus 13 on Derek McLaughlin? That's awesome. Belivo's up to an 82, so he could be NHL ready. Malcolm Spence is 83 overall. You know what? We got some pieces. We're doing okay. Scott Morrow's looking all right. How do you say this guy's name? Timo Nickel? Timo Nickel? How do you say it? Pittsburgh fans, let me know. Again, in the comments. I'm going to say Timo for now, but it's probably Timo. Besides that, not really a whole lot going on apart from those like 4 players that I listed already, but dang, those 4 players that I listed already. Like plus 6, plus 13, plus 7, and then who else was the other guy that was in there? That's pretty much it, I guess. But yeah, I would be surprised if Jerry Koski-Ranta does not shoot up in potential here pretty soon because he is looking like it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Obviously, it would be nice to kind of get an elite defender at some point. We don't really have that yet, but I don't know if this is necessarily the draft to do it either. Yeah, there are a big group of defensemen in here. But I don't know where we're going to land in the draft still. Like, it could go one of many ways. So we will just have to sit back and watch for now. I do think at this point that Malkin has kind of lost his spot to Koski-Ranta. Maybe, maybe not. Like, they're close in points. You could argue Koski-Ranta could have more points if he was playing there. So we're going to put him there for now. See if it works. If it doesn't, oh well, not the end of the world. I think actually what we're going to do is, out of sheer respect for Evgeny Malkin, we'll put Tyler Sagan on the third line instead. I think that makes more sense. On defense, Scott Morrow made it, but like Beliveau really should be playing here instead. So let's throw him. Where do we want to put him? Probably in over Ryan Murray for now. That's fine by me. So yeah, Beliveau can go there. Yeah, okay, that looks all right. And then stat-wise, neither of our goalies have had a shutout all year. We've given up at least one goal every single game this season. But you know what? Let's just double check the trade deadline, see if we can somehow build up even more picks. I don't think that's going to be the case, but you never know. You never know what we'll be able to do. Isaac McLaughlin is not getting traded. If anything, we'd be looking at Tristan Jarry. So you know what? Let's check the block on Jarry, see if we can actually get some really good pieces for him. But yeah, wow, Malcolm Spence is easily our number one guy. And again, Koski-Ranta should be higher rated than he is for value. But what is Jarry currently? He has a $1.77 million cap hit. That's crazy. Are you gonna let me find a trade here, or what are we doing? Come on. There we go. All right, we can get seconds and thirds. I want a first. You get Ottawa's first this year. They're probably contending. Dallas is first next year? Maybe. Maybe. Washington's first this year. That couldn't hurt. Rangers this year. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to actually go check the standings. Who do we have? We have Ottawa. We have Dallas. Washington. Ottawa, Dallas, Washington, Rangers, Tampa. Okay. Let's go check those 5 teams in the standings. They're probably all competing, which is why they want Jarry. Okay. League standings. Ottawa, second place. Rangers, first place. Tampa Bay, third place. Those teams are all off the table. Who are the other 2 teams? Washington, 15th currently. They might get worse if we give him Jarry, which would be really funny. We're currently bottom 6. Yeah, okay, bottom 6. That's not horrible. And then the other team was Minnesota, I think. Yeah, so as much as it could make sense to get a mid-first round pick this upcoming year, I just don't really see the need. So I think we just hold on to our lineup currently. What was that trade offer? I wanted to see it, and I didn't get to see it because you never get offered trades in here. It takes a very long time to actually get offered a trade. So, 22 offers for Joel Blomqvist. Yet no first-round picks? Oh no, there's one first-round pick. Or Edmonton wants the first. Nope. Or, sorry, Montreal with Edmonton's first. That's not happening. I bet you Derek McLaughlin's worth a lot. Yeah, at least first-round picks. Was he a first-round pick? I don't think he was. Did we get him second round? No, we did get him late first round. Could have been second round almost, but yeah, dang. He's been really good for Oshawa. 933 save percentage. That's insane. So I am very happy that we got Derek McLaughlin when we did. Anyways, that's where we're not going to make any trades. We're not going to really go into the trade deadline. I think we're just better off where we currently are. And, hopefully we'll get a little bit lucky, actually win a lottery or something, because that would be very nice. But as far as our team actually goes, yes, we got Calgary, potentially Vancouver, and Dallas's picks for this upcoming draft. Calgary, of course, is doing great because they got Michael Misa. Potentially Vancouver, and then Dallas is... Where is Dallas? Ooh, Dallas is actually lower than Vancouver. Okay, so those 2 picks could be valuable as well. We'll have to wait and see, but you know what? I kind of like where we're at. It's not a horrible position, so let's continue on the sim. Hopefully we see Jerry Koskinen pop off into like an elite or franchise player or something like that, because that does happen in this game. It's not super consistent, like it doesn't happen very often, but in Koskiranta's case, oh man, who on Tampa Bay just knee-on-kneed Brock Besser and took him out for 6 months? Seriously? Oh, that was disgusting. That's the only words I got for it. That was a disgusting play. Yeesh. Yeah, 178 days. Supposedly an elite talent, but at 29 years old with a knee injury like that, what noise just came out of my mouth? I like bit my lip, but then I kind of... Yeah. Then, anyways, not great. Really not a great situation to be in, which is very unfortunate because, you know, Besser was doing just fine this year. He's one of those pieces where it's like, yeah, we're probably not winning this year, but like 67 points in 71 games. You're having a great year. Having just a fabulous year. And now he's out for 6 months. So, you know, 0.94. Actually, the highest points per game total of his career, and somebody on Tampa Bay was like, you career year, you're done. You're done. Get off the ice for 6 months. Anyways, sorry, I'm ranting, but, you know, knee injuries happen. They're a brutal thing. The knee joint is one of the worst places of the body to get injured. I mean, any joint really is a bad injury, but... Oh, now we're going to win. Crosby's going to break 100 points. Is he? He's at 99. Does Sid the Kid? He does break it, and we still got 2 games left, even though we are dead last in the standings in our division. We're not going to finish any lower than, what, like 26th? Maybe we finish 27th? All right, so yeah, we finished 28th, apologies, in the league. So bottom 5. Bottom 5? Yeah, bottom 5. So we have a shot at one of these guys up tonight because, you know, we're probably going to get screwed in the lottery again, but you never know. You never really know. Ryan Rubrick is somehow sitting above Gavin McKenna, which I find quite impressive, actually, because I didn't think he was going to get that far, but he did. And yeah, not a bad season. I really, really genuinely like the growth that we've seen from our players so far. We've got some studs coming up the system. We've got some duds in the system that just didn't grow. Guys like Alejandro Brock just kind of let me down this year, unfortunately. I was really hoping he would kind of hit another gear and like be looking like he's going to make the NHL in the next season or 2. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see because currently, you know, not a bad situation to be in, but we probably could have either finished worse to have better lottery odds or, I don't know, maybe finished in a playoff spot, which is unrealistic to think about. But let's see. Where did Dallas finish 7th last in their conference? Vancouver finished 3rd last. Or 3rd last. No, that's not right. 7th last. 7th place in their conference. Okay. Let's reword that. Dallas finished 29th below us. Fabulous. I don't think that the pick we got is protected. So that's fabulous. And then Vancouver finished 23rd. So they could jump all the way to number 1, which we don't want to see because that's, again, a lottery-protected pick. But yeah, we've got 3 picks in the top 10-ish or so there, which is good to see. As we finish off the regular season here, we'll simulate like another day or so to get the standings finished up. And all right, that is the case. So now that we actually have final standings, let's go take a look at where Vancouver, Dallas, and I guess Calgary? Yeah, Calgary. So Calgary's pick we'll definitely have this year because, you know, they got Michael Misa, and Michael Misa turned out to be a really good pick for them because, of course, he's a number 1 overall player. He didn't end up on their first line, but that definitely improved the depth and ability of their team for the future. So, yeah, Calgary really snuck one out there. Regardless, Dallas finishes a position below us towards the bottom of the league with a bottom 4 odds, which is great because that pick is not protected as far as I know. Vancouver finishes 23rd, so that's 11th best odds in the draft. But yeah, we have both of those picks. Unless Vancouver's pick slides up, then we should be fine because, yeah, it is a... Oh, no, don't tell me Dallas's pick is protected too. Is it top 1 protected, or what's the... We gotta go check this out. So Calgary's picks, don't worry about them. Vancouver's odds from the Carlson deal is top 5 protected. Okay, not great. And then the Dallas pick... Well, first off, we got Derek McLaughlin from that trade, so that's already a good trade. But this pick... Is it unprotected? It might be. I think it is unprotected because I'm not seeing a star beside it. So, versus this one would say, yeah, okay. So, that is an unprotected pick as well. It looks so faded, though. The Stars logo looks so faded. Anyways, apologies on that. But, yeah, you know what? We're looking good. We're looking really good with our current position. We have 2 potential top 5 picks, which would be awesome in this draft. So, anyways, let's get to it. First off, let's get to the player stats because you guys saw the standings. You saw that, I believe it was, who finished? I didn't actually register who finished with the President's Trophy this year. Tampa Bay did, okay. As far as player stats go, how about Sid the Kid at like 30? He's not even a kid anymore. He's like 38 now at this point in 2026. 38 years old. He scores 102 again. Again. Like, that is awesome. Yeah, he's down to 88 overall, but who cares? We're only paying him $5.25 million, and he scored 102 points. Like, Sid is such a beauty. You gotta love that. Like, yeah, the team's in shambles. It's not doing good, but what's Crosby doing? He's still going out and scoring 100 points, because why not? You know, really go out on a strong finish there. Top scorer this year, Nikita Kucherov yet again. 131 points, 87 assists. Braden Point actually tops him with 95 assists, so that is crazy. And then Stamkos scored 51, so big scorers there. Your top scorer in the league is probably Connor McDavid at 62. That would be my bet. Yeah, okay. So yeah, McDavid scores 62. Crosby was actually 5th in goal scoring. That's crazy. Matvei Michkov's really become a staple player in the NHL for Philadelphia. You know, he is only 21 years old, but he just scored, 48 goals? Yeah, that's pretty slick. So, there you have it. For scoring leaders, at least anyways. If we go and check out the rookie leaders, who's the best rookie scorer? It's going to be probably... Is it Goyer? No, Tuomisto in... Wow. Yeah, Tuomisto in... What's the word? Detroit. My goodness, I just blanked on the team name for a second there. Scores 63 points. That is insane. And then as far as best defenseman in the league goes, we don't know yet. It's going to be Quinn Hughes with 84 points. That is very high scoring, for the most part, especially for defensemen. Like, yeah, Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes are both going to just shred that point total this year, but still, really cool to see. And then probably Shesterkin's going to get the Vezina. He had 47 wins, 5 shutouts, a .920 save percentage. It doesn't really get much better than that, so yeah, crazy stat line there from Shesterkin this year. So that is it for the regular season. We'll jump into the calendar here, or jump back to the office, and simulate 2 and then through the playoffs, see how it goes. Again, we've got bottom 5 odds. Same with the Dallas Stars, and we can't complain about that because that means we're going to get some great lottery picks. So let's continue on here. Okay, so let's simulate up to if it'll let me, because the game just... There we go. All right, so we're simulating up to the awards now. This is going to take a hot minute because the playoffs is a lot of data for the game to sim that we're not actually involved in. So, yeah, 102-point season for Crosby in spite of the Penguins finishing 29th overall. That's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. So, all right, we are at some point going to actually move ahead in days here on the calendar, but it's going to take a hot minute. All right, guys, so this season the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to win the Stanley Cup, I believe, yet again. I might be wrong, but yeah, they finished first in the league, beating out the Seattle Kraken in the finals in 6 games. Apart from that, feel free to pause if you want to. Essentially what I'm going to do is just go like this and then simulate through. Wow, you're freezing again. Jeez. Okay, anyways, sorry. The game has its moments where it just freezes for absolutely no reason, but that was your championship winners there. If you need to pause and go back, feel free to pause and watch. But yeah, let's just, reveal the awards, because I think most of the awards are pretty obvious as to who won what. I would bet on Shesterkin winning the Vezina because he was that good this year. Apart from that, everything else pretty predictable too. McDavid actually won MVP over Kucherov. I guess Kucherov's got the better line mates, maybe. David Goyette, however you say his name, wins the Calder this year. McDavid gets the Selke again. So Connor McDavid actually being a really good defensive forward. And Malcolm Spence, our player, wins the World Junior MVP. That is sweet to see because that means it's going to boost his potential even a little bit more. He's NHL ready. He's going to be in the NHL next season, so that is awesome to see. I'm really excited to see him actually make it to the NHL. And yeah, okay. I think that was it for awards. Again, if you guys need to pause, feel free to do so. I'm not going to stop you. I literally can't. So over to the retirement page, and this is the big one for us right now because it's like, are we done with Letang? Are we done with Malkin? Are we done with Crosby? What's going on? What's going to happen with these guys? We don't know. And that's okay. Because really at this point, if they all retire in one go, that would be spectacular to see. I doubt it happens. But we are looking to retire numbers here. So, Tyler Myers called it quits before any of our big three? Really? Alex Ovechkin calls it quits? With 926 goals, so he does beat Gretzky's record. 1.10 points per game average. Absolutely phenomenal. What a machine he was. But yeah, wow, that's crazy. So, apart from that, lots of players that made some decent contributions to our team, but nobody that's retired jersey worthy at least. So, there you have it. That's your retiree class for this year. Jeff Carter was a pretty big one, but we're not retiring 77 for that. So, yeah, that is it for retirees. Now we just actually get to the draft lottery and hope and pray that we actually win a lottery here because we have so many picks that could potentially win this year. So, as we get to the draft lottery, really, we want any of these picks, 4 or 5, to move up. That would be great. But if pick 10 moves, then we're in trouble. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so pick 10 didn't move. Pick 11 moved, so that means whoever had pick 11 could win the lottery. I don't know who it was, but... oh, yes, okay. So our pick 5 did win. Sorry, pick 4. Pick 4? Pick 5. Our pick 5 with our Pittsburgh pick, I believe, did win because we should have been back-to-back there if we got jumped in the lottery fully. St. Louis wins, Chicago wins. We win the 2nd overall pick. Oh, man, I thought for sure we were getting the number 1, and it's going to... No way! No way! We're literally having a Malkin Crosby repeat here as far as... Malkin Crosby. Ovechkin Malkin repeat in 2000 and whatever it was. 2004? Yeah, 2004. This is literally the 2004 draft lottery redone. Almost identically. Because I'm pretty certain Chicago won the 3rd overall. This is crazy. History literally repeats itself. Let me double check that, because if that's the case, oh my lord. Is that actually the case? Oh my god, that's actually the case, apart from, you get past pick 3, whatever. Whatever, that's happened. But, dang. Okay, so we've got pick 2, 6, and 11. Okay, that's actually a pretty solid spot to be. I cannot complain at all with how that draft lottery just went. We moved up 2 picks, jumped St. Louis and Chicago, so yeah, we're in a good spot. I'm very happy with that. I am just wondering, are we going to get Gavin McKenna, or is Washington going to take McKenna because he's a playmaker over Ryan? Regardless, it doesn't really matter. We're going to get a good player either way. I'm pretty certain this Sjogren guy is going to be an elite defenseman based on the fact that he's got a 91 projected overall. That's what this means, at least. Projected potential, whatever you want to call it. It's what the game thinks the player's overall rating is going to be. But yeah, there are definitely some good-looking prospects in here just based on that potential overall rating. And I think we're going to have a pretty solid draft coming up here. So let's see what we can do. I'm excited. I'm really, really, really hoping we land Gavin McKenna, because if we land Gavin McKenna with the 2nd overall pick, that's a steal to start with. But then we have pick 6 and we might get Sjoberg too. I think I said Sjogren, I meant Sjoberg. So, all right, let's get to the draft. I'm super hyped for it now because we just had a great results of the lottery and everything go our way finally for it, first time in 3 seasons here now. So, yeah, that is good to see. All right, so let's get to this, and should be a good go. All right, so as we head into this draft, we're just hoping and praying, because I am pretty certain, because it's my roster, that Gavin McKenna is actually a medium franchise player. But with the 1st overall pick in the 2026 NHL Entry Draft, the Washington Capitals will indeed take Ryan Rubrick. All right, so with the 2nd overall pick in the 2026 draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select Gavin McKenna, medium franchise player, 76 overall, very nicely balanced player too. Decent defense, better offense, obviously. But we're just hoping and praying that this guy, Jonas? What's his name? Jonas, I believe. Yeah, Jonas Sjoberg stays on the board. So, as we sim ahead, that will be the case. Let's go, Jonas Sjoberg. Get on the Penguins. Pick 6. Thank you, Dallas. That was just... We got Tyler Seguin, and we got Jonas Sjoberg. We just fleeced the Dallas Stars. Like, it's not even close. So, over to the next pick. Who are we taking here? Because I wanted to take another lefty because Alejandro Brock hasn't really developed quite as well as I had hoped. But I think I'm going to take Sullivan because he's the bigger defender out of the two from what I scouted earlier. And he's got higher potential, so I'm really hoping he's going to be an elite defender. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Is his name Ed Sullivan? Edwin Sullivan. Can you fuck off? Oh, man. My cat is just being a little terror right now. Okay, so Edwin Sullivan, pretty much Ed Sullivan. Fabulous pick for the Penguins here at pick number 11. We just duped the Vancouver Canucks because we got Brock Besser and then Edwin Sullivan out of that trade. We're really making the picks count now, so this is good to see. All right, so with our next pick here at 24, this is the one from the Calgary Flames, if I'm not mistaken. So at pick 24, who are we taking? I'm thinking Cormier probably. He's probably going to be low 6, which is okay. You know, we need a couple more low 6 kind of guys. But yeah, let's take Ron Cormier. And oh my god, he's a low elite, really? At 24? Dude, look at this. Look at this pick so far, or these picks so far. I'm going to move my face cam over here again because it's in the way every draft. But Look at these picks so far. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Load them up, Pittsburgh. We're pulling off the draft steals. I mean, these aren't really steals. They're in the first round. And honestly, these two guys, like, I would bet Sullivan and Cormier probably lose potential. I wouldn't even be surprised if Gavin McKenna drops potential at some point. But, oh baby, what drafting from, okay. What drafting from the Pittsburgh Penguins. But, hold on a minute. Look at this pick. Buchanan, however you say his name here, on Chicago. Again, the Blackhawks pick up two great players in Hammer. They got Russell, who's okay. But then, yeah, Buchanan, however you say his name, great pick there at 33. So we're at pick 36 here. And with the 36th overall pick, we're going to go with... Ooh, this is a tough one. Who are we taking? Are you coming in, or what are you doing? Come here, Nigel. Come here. Hello. All right. Nigel's being a goofball. So, oh my God, who are we taking with this pick? I don't even know. We could go with Virtanen. We could go with Omark or Mukashev. I'm thinking Mukashev. Or we could go Doherty or Hancock too. I think we're going to go Mukashev for now. Just because we're not quite going to be able to get him. Okay, and he's a medium starter, so not a horrible pick at 36, but could be better too. And we have a Nigel in the face cam. Come here, you. Oh. Aren't we doing great on our picks so far, Nige? Hey? Yeah? Yeah. He's such a good cat. He just puts up with all of my cuddles. So we're just going to sit him down as a lap cat here for now. He's going to enjoy the draft with us, and hopefully he'll bring us some draft luck here too. Because, yeah, that Mukashev pick wasn't bad, but it wasn't particularly great either. Ooh, Virtanen didn't really turn out too well. Okay, so let's simulate over to what I believe is, pick 58 now. Okay. And with the 58th overall pick, I'm actually not certain who we're going to take here, but with the other draft picks that we've seen so far, looks like Markkanen was a good pick, Suominen was a decent pick, yeah, okay, all right, not bad picks so far. So at 58, lucky number Chris Letang kind of pick. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear Nigel, but he's just purring away on my lap. He's so happy. So, we've got some decent centers already. I was looking to take... what's his name? Hancock, but I don't think he's available anymore. I think he did get drafted. So, where did Hancock end up? Yeah, okay, he was low top 6. That's kind of what I was expecting. I just missed him in there. So, we're going to take Joe Doherty as our next pick because we don't really need a whole lot else besides more forward depth. And, alright, also a low top 6, so not actually that bad for a second round pick. We will stick with it, and then we go over to pick 70. Ooh, Deshanis, however you say his name. Very solid pick there, and then there was also a high starting goalie in Johnstone. I don't know if we had a scouting report on Johnstone, honestly. I think we had Omark for sure, maybe Therio, but... why can I say certain names perfectly? Like Therio. I can just roll all the R's and like make it perfectly like French-Canadian kind of sounding. But yeah, other players I just can't say their names. So I don't know. That's just how I am, I guess. All right, with the next pick, I think we're going to take this guy here. What's his name? Jimmy Lundholm. Not Johan or Jonas or any other Swedish-sounding name. No, Jimmy. We're going to take Jimmy Lundholm. Yeah, let's get Jimmy. Okay, so how good is he? Medium 6. Nice. All right, that's a great pick. So another very solid player for the Pittsburgh Penguins. This draft, man, we have nailed. Apart from, like, Mukashev could have been better. We could have got that Deschênes or Johnstone. We could have got either of those guys, but, like, those are all great picks. We have nailed these picks this draft. I cannot complain about that. So let's see who else got drafted in here. I think we're taking that Nemesnikov guy next. We're just going to squeeze Nigel for a little bit more good drafting luck. But who else got drafted? Ooh, Larson. Pretty solid pick there. Ooh. Those are gross. Carrillo is a great pick. My goodness. Who I would not have guessed that at pick 99 there was going to be a low elite. That is just, as I throw Nigel, not what I expected. But fabulous two-way forward pick there off of the Los Angeles Kings. Cannot doubt them for what they've done. And why are you going on my desk? No. That's enough from you. You stay on my lap. Lie down. There we go. All right. Nigel's actually listening today. That's a nice change of pace. So, anyways, we're over at pick 114. And really, if the worst we get is a low or a medium top 9 playmaker at center, I cannot complain. That would honestly be just fine. You know what? I'm really considering taking this guy instead, Barry. But no, we'll stick with Nemesnikov because worst case scenario, he's not good at faceoffs. We can move him to the wing. And he's top 6 again. Oh my goodness, we are just clicking today in the draft. This is going to be good. Yeah, I am very pleased with this draft. We've only got 2 picks left. And really, we could just absolutely botch the next 2 picks, and I'm not even going to care. So, Nigel's as happy as I am right now. It's great. So, ooh, look at this pick. Gould, I just completely missed him. He was a very good player, too. It kind of got overshadowed by some of the other picks in this draft, because there have been some very good picks in this draft, I gotta say. Barry would have been a medium 6, too. Okay, I think we got the better player in Nemesnikov, but yeah, all right, over to pick 132 now. And at 132, I think we're going with the power forward here, Millis, and it's spelled with 2 Y's, which is great. I actually genuinely enjoy how that's spelled. But yeah, I think we're going with Millis and then probably Bartlett after that. Yeah, we're mainly picking forwards here. We don't need a ton more defensemen. So yeah, let's take Zachary Millis. Finnish power forward, and he's a top 9 this time. That's all right. Still not bad quality though at all. And yeah, okay, all right. We're chilling. We are chilling like the soon-to-be villains of the NHL Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm so excited for this. This team is going to be real good. So we're over to pick 196 after this. I'm super happy with how this draft has gone. We've picked pretty much every single player I wanted to and more because we just nailed picks that I wasn't even expecting, like these 2 guys here, like Lundholm and what's this guy's name again? Kaspars. But yeah, Nemesnikov and Lundholm just knocked this draft out of the park for us. Like, I knew Doherty was going to be decent, Mukashev was going to be decent, that these guys are going to be good, if not really good picks. And yeah, it's just turned out great. It's been the Nigel luck, honestly. That's what I would call it. Is that my little cat here, Mr. Nigel, that's just purring away, enjoying some cuddles here on the desk, has really just pushed this over the edge for us. We are going to become a dynasty now, thanks to Nigel's presence in this episode. So that's what I'm completely and totally relating it to. Nothing else. Not that landing the 2nd overall pick from 4th was a good change of pace or anything. But we're going to take Eric Bartlett, a left-wing playmaker here. And he is a medium top 9 as well. So we end off the draft with 2 top 9 players. Can't really complain about that at all. But, yeah, man, what a draft. What a draft from the Penguins. Look at that. We're going to be a good team. I have no doubt about that in my mind now. We are going to be a good team. So there you have it, guys. What a draft. Let's sit back, just enjoy the last little bit of this draft, see where the other picks land, but there really weren't too many left. And man, oh man, what a year for the Penguins as far as really getting into this rebuild, landing the pieces we need. Whew. What a draft. What a draft. That's all I got to say. There were some really good players in here too. Like, the fact that Carrillo went 99th overall says something about this draft quality. The fact that there were high top nines in the 4th round is also saying something, because sometimes that is the highest draft quality you get. Nigel, you can't go all over my computer desk. As much as I love you, you're just not going to do that, because knowing you, you'll shut off my computer mid-recording. So, all right. Back to the chair for you, sir. There you go. No. No. You're not coming back to the computer desk. It's like negotiating with a brick wall sometimes, guys, I swear. So, anyways, after our top 9 pick here at 196 with Bartlett, there was maybe a handful of other potentially serviceable NHL players throughout the rest of that entire 25, 30-ish picks. So, yeah, we got to be happy with what we got. We got a really solid draft here this year. You go and look at the Penguins picks. It just doesn't get better than this. 4 elite plus players. 6 to 7. What is that? 7? That's 8. 8 top 6 starter type or higher players in this draft, and we land a whole bunch of centers and forwards that are going to fill out our depth in the future. That was a draft for the ages. So there you guys have it. That is pretty much exactly where we're going to wrap this video up. Just got to let the cat out here. Bye, Nigel. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching Sid still just dominate the NHL at 38 years old, while also seeing the Penguins pull off some, honestly, just draft mastery by landing guys like Gavin McKenna and Jonas Sjoberg and who else did we get? Edwin Sullivan. Like, this team is going to be scary good in the future, and I hope you guys are ready for it, because I don't think the rest of the NHL is ready for it yet. So that's going to be where we wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, hit notifications, leave comments to possibly get featured. And that's it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and until next time.